Welcome to Read Me Next, a book club, but make it a podcast.
Where we have lots of feelings and no qualifications. All right, Pili, what are we talking about this week?
Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas.
Yeah. So,
Ooh.
not our favorite book, as I already, we can give you that.
Yeah.
That was something else.
We're in mourning, as you can see.
This was an accident.
But it's fitting.
Yeah, no, the all black is fitting for this episode.
To how we felt during this episode.
For real. How do we go from Chestnut Springs and we read Punk 57?
Ridiculous.
What was that? I'm like still shocked because what was that?
I don't know.
All right. Well, let's just get into it so then we can get out of it.
So we can just move past it.
Yeah, let's just move past it.
Okay.
All right.
So Punk 57 is basically two high school students who are pen pals. They've never met each other in real life. They're best friends. They've talked to each other for a really long time by writing letters. And it's the story of how they meet and like what happens.
Yep, pretty much. The teachers thought they were the same gender, right? So it was supposed to be girl pen paling with a girl.
Yeah.
But their names are all funky, so it's actually a girl and a boy. And they've been doing this for years, right?
Yeah. So what are the tropes in this one?
High school romance.
Why?
Okay, number one.
Why is that a thing?
Why is that a thing?
And why did we read it?
Why did we read this? This is exactly what we talked about last episode. I think it was last episode that we don't look at what the books are about. We go based off what people say, if they're good or not. No, we start reading this book and we're like, immediately, maybe we should have thought of something else. Immediately we were like, these are high school students?
Yeah, I agree.
That should have been our first pause. Carina and Pili, what should we do?
Yeah, maybe let's stop. No, I definitely agree though. Like we don't read the covers or anything, and I think that might have bitten us in the ass this time.
Literally, this time was a little tough on that.
Yeah, maybe we should, but I hate knowing things.
Yeah,
but
you really hate it.
I know, but I would have liked to know what the hell this was about. I wouldn't have read it.
Yeah, I don't think we would have read the high school thing.
Also, what is the other trope?
A bully romance.
Bully romance. Didn't know that was a thing. Don't like it.
Okay, don't get me wrong, because I feel like Grumpy Sunshine can be similar to this in a way.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You know what? I think you're right. I'm trying too hard.
I think so. Because I wasn't even thinking Grumpy Sunshine. I was thinking, oh, enemies to lovers. Like it's trying to be enemies to lovers, but you can't even say that because they were mean to each other.
Yeah, they were assholes.
It wasn't sarcasm, hee hee ha ha's, banter. No, it was mean.
You're right.
And so that's what I was thinking throughout this because I'm like, okay, maybe it's trying to give enemies to lovers, but no, I think bully romance specifically is supposed to be like this. I've never read one, but I think it's supposed to be like this, and I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
I also thought it was giving a little bit of slow burn.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I would have classified it as a slow burn, too. Like, nothing was happening, and I was like, okay, if this doesn't hurry up, I'm over this book.
Yeah. What did you rate it?
A 2.
Same.
Yeah.
The only reason it didn't get a 1 is because I finished it.
Agreed.
Literally.
And I'm telling you, there was a part where I put it down and I'm like, I'm not picking that shit back up.
Really?
And then I'm like, okay, fine, let me fucking finish this fucking book. But yeah, I did not want to finish it.
I wonder if it's the part that I think.
I wonder if it is. Because I feel like maybe in my head, I'm like, did I fucking overreact? But then I'm like, I don't think I did. I didn't like that part at all.
Okay. Can't wait.
And then Spicy, I gave it like a 2.5, 3.
I didn't even spice it.
Yeah. You were like, this is
Fuck that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Valid. Okay, so let's just get into the spoilers.
Yeah, let's get into the spoilers. Okay, what was the plot?
I don't know.
Like,
I feel like it didn't have a plot.
Yeah.
I feel like the plot was them being pen pals and then her not knowing that it's him and like finding out that it's him. But I don't classify that as a plot.
Yeah, no, I think they created a plot with the whole mom situation at the end.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. They both didn't have parents, But then all of a sudden it was like, why was he there? And I guess we had to figure out why he was there.
I guess that was the only plot of the book.
Yeah.
Was just the question of why is he at the high school?
Why was Misha there?
Yeah.
But overall, it was just not it. I feel like what you were saying earlier, which I wanted to add, was they were so mean to everyone in this book. Like, everyone is mean to each other.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like this is not
fun
for me.
I agree, because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm mean, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. But in the most reasonable way.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not mean to hurt somebody's feelings.
No.
They were genuinely so mean to everybody,
So mean.
especially each other. I'm like, guys, just separate. Like, why are we still talking to each other?
No, and it's her trying to say that she's being mean to fit in with everybody, but she's what, been mean since the 4th fucking grade?
Yeah, you're just a
What?
mean person.
You're just a fucking piece of shit. Like, no offense,
And
but
I feel like he was just so aggressively mean too.
yeah.
Like, he was giving aggressive. I'm just like, I don't like this.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was pissed, right? He was pissed because he found out that she's been a freaking liar her whole life.
Yeah, but I don't know. I
But
don't think
no,
it was justifiable.
no, nobody deserves to be talked to the way everybody was talking to each other in this book.
I'm telling
No,
you.
and Lila, why is she in your group of friends, bro?
Well, because she was also mean.
Because she was
They were
also
just all
mean.
mean.
I was like, is this high school drama? Thank God I wasn't a part of it.
Agreed. I was like, why is everybody so mean to each other?
No, 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 no. I didn't like that.
No.
Like, there was not one good person, I think, in this book.
Okay, I will say I like 10.
Oh, yes. I take that back. 10 was a good person.
I like 10, and I did like JD because, you know, when you get like the popular guy, the jock or whatever,
Mhm.
and he's like super cool and an asshole to everybody,
Mhm.
basically Trey in the book,
Mhm.
and he has like his little posse, and the posse like does and says everything he does, but JD
Mhm.
didn't do that.
Yep.
He like talked to Mason, and he was nice.
Mhm.
So I did like JD.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, you're right. You're right on those 2 characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took me forever to realize that 10 was gay.
Yes. For a long time, it was, like, insinuating that he could be gay, but it never confirmed that he was gay.
No, but it was literally when they were at the party and he
Oh,
was like,
yes. Yeah, yeah,
"Let me take
yeah.
a body shot." And she was like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Girl, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, he's gay."
He's literally gay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that makes so much more sense. But it was like way in the book that I
Yeah.
realized.
No, it was, like, at the end of the book.
But again, like we were saying, they were aggressive, they were mean, and I also felt like they were trying to get into like these deep conversations,
Mhm.
but it was like they were saying things but saying nothing. I'm telling you, whenever they would talk to each other, I'm like, what are you guys even saying? Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about the
What are
entire
you
time?
talking about? Like, they would just be like so like angry or sad or this or that. And I'm just like, I'm not getting any of these feelings.
Literally. Literal high school emotions that mean nothing. That's what that was.
I think it might have been because they were in high school. Because I was just like, guys, what the fuck is this book? I hated it.
There was no plot.
Nope.
There was no plot to, like, 75% of the book.
They were so mean.
No,
I can't get over how mean they were.
they were pieces of shit.
I'm
All
just-
of them,
all of them.
except for 10 and JD.
Yeah, and then, like, in the end, you know, it was nice that 10 and JD, like, went to, like, the cafeteria and, like, had lunch with them or whatever, but I'm like, but everybody was such a bully to Manny the entire book.
Yeah, that
Like,
he's just gonna sit there with them? What? Yeah, okay. No, and the one subplot that,
say that again? I think I wheezed. It's in the mic.
it's okay. No, the one subplot that Ryan was punk,
Oh,
like, what was that for?
I don't know.
And they tried to get a deep message in this book, but it was not giving what you wanted to give. Sorry,
I'm just
Penelope,
like,
but
what is the message? I still don't know. I'm telling you, between the freaking Punk 57, the graffiti, then
Mhm.
the lyrics of those songs, I'm telling you, I was like, what?
No, him showing up at the prom, "I'll be right back," and he's, like, performing. Okay. Come on. Thinking about all the things that happened in this book, I'm like,
It's just too
I
funny.
wasted, what, 5 hours and 47 minutes or whatever it said reading this book?
I will say the only thing I liked in the book was the part where she almost fought Lila, and he
Mhm.
stepped up and was like, he like was got in front of her and was like, "You're gonna have to get through me."
Mhm,
And that was just like
mhm.
a little possessive, like
Yeah.
protectiveness that I liked.
Finally.
Finally, because you're such an asshole to her the entire book. So
He was a dick.
that was the only part I liked.
No, and Trey, I
Oh,
hated that guy.
freaking abuser! What? Why is he still in the school?
Oh, 'cause his stepmom was the principal,
Yeah,
which was whatever.
yeah.
Calling her Jillian in front of all the kids was like, "Shut up, bro."
This guy's such a loser.
Such a fucking loser. And them finding the pictures of all the girls, I was like, "Ew." That's a very high school thing that I could see, like,
Right.
happening for real.
Yeah, I agree.
Blech.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
You did mention the mom, and I feel like that was the plot twist in the book. Did you see it coming?
No, I didn't.
I did see it.
You did see that coming?
I did, yeah.
Wow. I literally wrote this down because I was like, maybe I didn't see it coming because I wasn't paying attention.
No, very valid, yeah. I only saw it coming because I remember the part where Misha is talking about Trey and how the
Mhm.
principal is his stepmom and she became his stepmom when he was 4. And I'm like, watch this woman be his actual mom.
Ooh,
Yeah. So, I
Yeah,
mean, it
no.
was a thought. It's not like I was like, oh, it is her. But I was like, watch this be his mom.
So the twist didn't twist for you.
Oh, I was just like, nice.
And no, I read it and I was like, oh, that was the most exciting part of the book.
Yeah.
That was it.
And I was like 90% through.
The fucking end. No, you know what I think was funny though? Like, we just kind of glaze over Misha's dad falling into this dark depression.
He like opened the door. It's like, God, it smells like shit in here. No, I honestly agree with
Glazed
that.
over that. Like, what happened? I wrote that down too. What happened to Misha's dad? Is he okay?
Has someone gone to check on him? Is he all right?
Bro, at first, low key, when he went to go check on him, I was like, is this motherfucker dead?
Me too, because he's like, yeah, I cleaned the kitchen, I vacuumed, I did this, I did that. And I was just like, did he not? I'm like, did he not wake up? Is he dead?
Literally, I was like,
That's actually so funny. I thought the same thing.
because that's all we heard from him. And no, and right now, thinking of so many things, him opening the door to Ryan, the dad, and it was like, he's fine.
Just shut the door.
What the fuck?
I don't know what the hell's going on with these characters.
Oh my God, no. That was something else. I have written here, should we have read this in high school?
We shouldn't have.
They were definitely still really mean.
Yeah.
I was not doing all that in high school.
No,
What the fuck?
that was insane.
The spice-o-meter off the charts for this high school ass book. So what was the part that got you like,
Okay.
fuck this book, I'm not picking it up?
So, chapter 18.
God, you wrote it down. Okay.
No, I wrote it down because I went back and I'm like, I want to see what specifically was said. So
Okay.
I don't, mess it up. Right.
Okay.
So they're like in her room or something. And he's like, have you ever done, So if you don't know what we're talking about, context clues, and also go pick up the book, chapter 18. So he's like, have you ever done that? And she's like, no. And I'm going to die having never done that. Not even 4 pages later, they do it.
Yeah, literally.
I was so mad.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's one thing if you say like, oh, never say never, or, oh, no, but I'm open to trying it. She's like, no.
She literally didn't want to do it.
And then he's like, don't do it because it's only what I want to do. And she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yes, you
Yes,
are.
you are. Yes, you are.
It pissed me off.
No, there was no need for that in this book.
It icked me out. I was like, bro, what? I'm like, this is so gross.
Why are we reading this?
Why are we reading this?
Why
She
would-
just said no, and now you're going to do it?
She just said no. Wait, what kind of message does that send to our readers, Penelope?
Literally.
Let's just give in to this man.
Not even 5 seconds later.
Not even 5 freaking seconds later.
I was so mad.
No. And then after that, when she's like, oh, my body hurts. And he's like, oh, it's just because we have to do it more often.
I know. I'm like, this is disgusting.
This is gross.
I didn't like that.
No.
And my thing was, it's also really funny because while they're doing it, it wasn't
Mhm.
explicit. It was like implied that that's what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there ain't no way that they're fucking doing what I think they're doing.
Mhm.
And then it was that. And I
And
was
then
like,
was that.
bro, I was so annoyed. I'm like, girl, you just said no. If she wouldn't have said no, then it would have been fine. But she said no, and then they
But
did
she
it 5
said
seconds
no.
later.
5 seconds later.
I was annoyed. So I'm like, I'm putting this book down. And then I'm like, fuck, fine, I'll finish it. But I really didn't want to. After that, I was like, okay, I'm fucking over this shit.
Good thing that was like way ahead in the book, because if that was anywhere near a plot for real, I would have been like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this.
Mm-hmm. Was that the part that you thought was unnecessary?
Yeah,
Oh,
literally. I
really?
said, what the fuck was that part? That had no need to be in this book.
Yeah.
Because what was that?
I'm so glad because I was like, am I overreacting?
No, you were definitely not overreacting, because even books that we read, like, it's not as fucking weird. And these are children, I feel like, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I agree.
I think it's just the fact that, like you said, she didn't want to do it.
Yeah, it was icky.
Another thing that I had written down was his sister dying in the beginning was really upsetting.
Yeah.
And her not knowing, I was like, this is too much. It keeps coming back. And her giving the scarf back and saying you're skank or whatever, I was like, ugh, I don't want this.
I agree.
I don't want this at all.
No, and at the beginning, he actually sees her in the road, and I'm like, oh, thank God he saved her because, she was running in the dark and this, that, whatever. And then when he's like, oh, she's calling me, I'll call her back. And I was like, oh, no, something happened to her.
No, I just don't like that it was like she was calling him while he was talking to her. Those two were the main characters. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That happened because obviously it's not his fault, right? We know that. But it was just like that whole connection of that moment. Don't like that.
Yeah. I also didn't like that he said that the dad kind of blamed him. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not nice.
No, the dad was not nice.
Nobody was
either.
nice in this book.
Nope.
Because then look at the mom.
Yeah, because Ryan's mom also was buddy-buddy with the sister, not her.
Yeah. And the sister was a bitch too. Everybody was so mean in this book.
Okay, but
What is in the town? What is in the town water?
For real. The sister and the mom, I think, were bitches because she was a bitch.
Oh,
She was a
100%.
fucking dick.
Yeah, she was really mean to everybody. You know who I did like?
Who?
The cousin of Misha, Will Grayson,
Will. Oh,
a-
yeah.
aka he's the like cocky guy that got him out of prison,
Yeah. I
and
like
he was
that too.
also in prison.
Yep. Mhm.
So, actually, fun fact with Miss Penelope Douglas, I don't know if we'll ever read another book by her, but he is in another series by her.
Ooh.
It's called the Devil's Night series.
What are those about?
I don't
We
know.
need to look up Penelope's books.
Yeah. Now that we
That's
know
it.
what one is about, we will need to review for the next ones
We will review Penelope's books for the next ones.
to see if we even want to read them.
That was another random ass fact of this book that he was the senator's grandson. Like, what?
Yeah,
Where are we pulling all this?
I don't know. Out of her ass.
Out of her fucking ass. Like, no.
Just like random ass facts that didn't.
Thinking about it, none of it makes sense because how was Ryan at their event in the beginning of the book when they first met and she did not realize who this person she was talking to was? Did you not know who the event was for? Did you not look it up?
I agree.
None of it makes sense. From that point on, the whole thing could have been avoided.
Literally. And also, I don't understand, first of all, why he was so mean to her in the beginning, right? But also, like, why didn't he just say it was him? I
feel
don't
like
get it.
their high school brains is like they weren't supposed to meet. I don't know.
But I'm just like, dude, it's been like weeks and you still haven't told her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this could have all been avoided. It was real weird.
Poor Manny.
Poor Manny.
Bro, every time he came about, his ear was bleeding. Oh my God.
I know. And then
Okay, let me ask you. Did we have something like that in high school? Like, did we have major bullying like that?
I don't think so. I feel like we were also a little more thick-skinned than the kids these days.
Yeah.
We were all bullies, not gonna lie.
Literally. But
But not to that extent.
I hope I'm not like oblivious to the people in high school. I'm sorry.
Right. I agree. And maybe I also feel like I was thinking about this today in the car and I'm like, because I'm like, this is so not realistic, but maybe it's not realistic to our high school. Maybe other high schools, they had bullies that were like insane like that.
Insane. I'm like, did people hurt each other in our high school? Like, I don't think so, right?
No. But I also think it's the high school we went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were like no fights in our high school.
Yeah. I think you're right.
So I did want to ask you, now that we've gone over the book and how much we hate all the characters.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I want you to blind rank who you would most want to have lunch with. So do you know how blind ranking works? You know how blind ranking works.
Yeah, we played this once, right?
No, we haven't. But
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I'll tell you a person, and then 1 through 5. 1 you would most likely, and 5 you would least likely want to.
And I can't change.
And you can't change it
Gotcha.
afterwards.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go with Manny. Where are you putting Manny?
Manny, it's 1 through 5, right?
Yeah, and just think of all the characters in this book.
Yeah, I'm like, Manny, I can go for like a 3
Okay.
or a 2. No, 3. I said 3 first.
3? Okay, that's a good baseline. All right. So, what about Ryan?
Ryan, I'll put like a 4. I don't want to eat with her.
Trey.
5.
All right, the principal.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man, who am I going to end up eating with? I'll put the principal at 2. Who's number 1?
10.
Oh, yes. I'm eating with 10. That was funny. That was good.
I'm like, we basically did not like any of these characters, so let's see who the hell. Like,
literally.
All right, but that's not bad.
No, but how crazy is it that I don't want to go eat lunch with the main character? No. No, thank you, Ryan. Sorry.
No, I didn't like her. I didn't like him.
It doesn't matter that you're this great person.
Girl, get a grip. Stop being mean to people.
Stop being mean to people. It's not that hard.
Even like, I feel like it's just crazy how much we didn't like her and him. I didn't really like him either. But like the fact that we got like an extended chapter of her, like her letter to Delilah, and I didn't read that.
I didn't read it either.
Like that's how over I was with this book.
Over it. Because poor Delilah. Delilah probably was the only other good character in this book. She just wanted a friend.
Yeah. And she was like, nah, I'd rather be cool. See you later, Delilah.
See, what kind of message? Like, I'm like, what kind of message is that for this?
I'm glad we didn't read in high school.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Imagine if this was like our Bible.
We're going to base all of our actions on Ryan and Misha.
On Punk 57. Yeah. No. I didn't like any of it. Really.
No.
I felt like it took too long. I'm telling you, like, I just felt like it was so slow at the beginning, too. Like, nothing interesting happened until, like, literally chapter 8 or 9 when I texted you. I was like, okay, something happened.
Because he was also so awkward in the beginning when they met, he didn't say a word to them. Like, so weird. No, I looked through my Kindle notes and I ha-ha'd at one part. I was like, okay, let's see what I ha-ha'd at. And it was literally, it's so sad thinking about it now because it was literally the part where he sees his sister running on the road and he's like, you look like serial killer Candy. She fucking ends up dead. I can't.
Are you ha-ha'ing that? That's so funny.
Comments. I was like, oh, that's funny. Like, I would say the same thing. Serial killer Candy. That's what you look like.
And then she died.
She fucking died.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
I thought it was also kind of plot twist that she was on drugs.
Yeah, also, I thought, like, Trey was gonna do something, you know? When Misha was looking for the watch and he was like, oh, she gave it to him. At that point, I was like, is it the sister? Like, how could he have gotten this family heirloom? Did the sister give something to Trey? I'm like trying to figure out this book. I'm like,
oh, now that I'm thinking about it in hindsight, he was talking about the principal.
yes.
Oh, but I thought he was talking about Ryan.
Oh,
I
wow.
thought he was talking about the sister.
Yeah, because it was a family heirloom.
That's so funny. No, I
thought like the sister could have had like some sort of hookup relationship or something with Trey.
Ugh.
I don't know, something.
No, I thought it was because Ryan had been there like the day before with him trying to look for the watch. And then he's like, she gave it to him? Like she had found it and gave it to him.
Oh, that's
what
where your
I
mind went.
perceived.
Interesting.
But we were both wrong because it was actually the principal who gave it to him.
It was his mom.
Yeah, yay.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah, what a nice lady.
All right. You want to get into some of these Goodreads reviews?
Sure, yeah. What do you got for me?
Okay, this 1 star says, the torture is finally over.
Is that it?
No, it's this
it's a
long ass thing. But
first part was funny.
Another part that this long ass review says, also, this book might be confused with 50 Shades of Grey, high school edition.
Literally.
I'm like, ew.
Mhm.
It's so ew. Okay, anyways, next. 1 star. Can I get a refund?
Literally.
Same.
Can I get my 5 hours back?
Same. Another 1 star. This one says, fuck Book Talk, Bookstagram, and Book Twitter for tricking me, and fuck the average 4.4 rating. Y'all are lying.
They are.
Yeah. Y'all are lying.
It's a 2 at best.
Okay, so this is a 5-star review. And then it starts off with, I don't quite know how to start off with this review. Okay, same.
Okay.
Simply because I've never quite read a fucking book like this one. Okay. I didn't just love it. I fucking loved it. Gotcha. This story is powerful and sends out a very powerful message.
Okay.
Girl, what is it?
Tell us.
What's the message?
Tell us what the message is because we don't know what it is.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like, I was like, maybe I'm stupid or not like
No.
so in tune. I'm like, what is this about?
No, she tried to give the message that don't hide who you are and be a nice person. But it was fuck you because she's a fucking dick.
No.
If she was so mean, how are you going to say that you're hiding yourself from 4th grade to senior year? No, that is just who you are. You're
agree.
not nice.
If that was the message, then you shouldn't have written all of the other stuff.
And you shouldn't have written the book.
I didn't understand the message.
No, it's definitely crazy. This is another 5-star review. It says, wow, I could not put this book down. It was so good. This is exactly the type of high school drama that I'm still able to enjoy.
Not me.
No. It's just so funny because like reading that review, I'm like, we were so not high school drama. And I'm like, this is what people like? No.
But I will say, I think it is nice that people have such different opinions about books.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so fun.
To each their own.
Yeah, like somebody was probably like watching this and was like, shut up.
Yeah.
You guys are the worst.
Literally.
Valid, honestly. We
Valid.
are. But I was just like, give me my Cowboys back, guys.
Literally. Oh
Get
my
me
God.
out of this freaking high school.
No, going from Chestnut Springs to this, like, I don't know what happened with this one.
There was a misconnect. It's because I didn't look at what it was about.
Yeah. But it's okay.
I will say this one's on me.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. We all have those, those bad books that you read.
Mm-hmm. This was one of the worst.
What was better, this or Does It Hurt?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I'm putting Does It Hurt above this one.
I think so too.
That's crazy for us to do that.
Yeah, because Does It Hurt? At least it was like so spicy.
Yeah, so
and they were above age.
They were above age, and literally like the whole mystery thing with the island, and that was something.
That was a little bit of a plot.
Yeah, it was just kinda scary, but
Yeah. And disgusting and disturbing. But yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I might put that Does It Hurt above this, but
Yeah.
barely. I really didn't like either one.
No, this one was crazy bad. No
Mm.
offense, please. Our podcast is our opinion.
Please don't take offense if you love this book. If you did love this book, tell us why. I'm intrigued to know. Like, if you liked this book genuinely, like, what was the message? Why did you like it?
What was the message? Please, can you write down, or you know what? Even better, give me what the plot was.
Mm-hmm.
What was it about? Because I
Yeah.
don't know still at this point.
I don't know either.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, same.
And we'll see if we read another Penelope Douglas book. What other books does she have?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you and see if you knew anything about Credence. That's like a big one on Book Talk.
It really is a big one on Book Talk. I'm nervous for it, not gonna lie, after having read this.
Yeah.
I think that one is way more intense than this.
Okay, but like intense in what way? Like this book, there was no really real plot.
No.
The smut was weird and uncomfortable.
But I feel like Credence is more uncomfortable. Because she sleeps with, like, her step-uncle and step-cousin or something like that.
There's like incest,
It gets a little incestual.
quote unquote.
Quote, unquote. They're not really related. I think it's like that. Because I think
Mm,
she lives with the dad and the step-uncle. I don't know, something like that.
okay.
But
But is there a plot?
I don't think so. I think it's just real smutty.
Interesting.
And then there's another book by her that's also really famous on Book Talk. It's Birthday Girl.
Oh, never heard of that one.
Also supposed to be very spicy. Like, her
Mm,
books are supposed to be spicy. But this one, I don't know what the other tropes in the other ones are. Look up the tropes of Credence and Birthday Girl.
okay.
Because I'm thinking, like, maybe this trope was bully romance and that's why we didn't like it. Maybe the other ones are just, like, pure smut and maybe they're a little better.
Tropes for Credence are forbidden love, forced proximity, and age gap, and a love triangle.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Forbidden love, like, in what way? Incest?
Yeah, literally.
I don't like that.
The protagonist lives with her father's stepbrother and his 2 sons.
So the step-uncle and the step-cousins.
Yep, pretty much.
Ugh. But people really like that book. What about Birthday Girl?
What about yeah.
Do we have some that I feel like that's what Penelope Douglas is known for, though? Like, the tropes are very taboo, what she writes about.
Uncomfortable. For a birthday girl, the tropes are ex-boyfriend's dad, age gap, forced proximity, slow burn, and forbidden romance.
Okay, that one's not that bad. Oh, why'd you make a face?
Because the protagonist is 19 and the father is 38.
Oh, so that's like a 20-year gap.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let me look up the Devil's Night series. I want to
Oh,
look up
sorry.
those in the tropes.
You know, like, I'm all about the smut and stuff, but, like, it gotta make sense. Like, I feel like there gotta be something, like a plot. You know, I like a book with a plot, forgive me.
I know, but a lot of the times I'll see, like, TikToks and they'll be like books that are all smut, no plot, or like half smut, half plot, or all
Mm.
plot, no smut. And I'm just like,
See,
I
like
wonder what a no plot, all smut is. Is that this?
was that this?
I don't know, was
No.
it?
It can't
I don't
be.
think this can't be all smut.
No.
This was not smut.
This was all words that meant nothing.
This was all like blah blah blahs and like not me comprehending any of it.
Literally.
No, I'm telling you, I would be reading the lyrics of these fucking songs and I'm just like, what? Can you give me a melody, please? Like,
What is this supposed to sound like?
Like, literally.
That's so funny.
I'm trying to, like, read the words, but also have them rhyme, but also understand what they're saying. And she's like, oh my God, this is so beautiful at prom. She's like, at prom, she's like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. The song that he finally is singing in front of me. I was just like, huh? 57 days, 57 letters, 57 kisses, 57. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yep. Yeah, and them just like randomly putting in Eminem lyrics sometimes.
So
Corny as
fuck. It was so corny for real. Which there was one that they said, and I was just like, ugh.
It was like "Lose Yourself" by Eminem or something like that.
Like, what? Bro.
No.
Yeah, no. It wasn't for me.
Mm-mm.
So, Devil's Night series is also by Penelope Douglas. So, there looks to be 6 books. So, there's book 1, 2, 3, 3.5, and then 4, 4.5. That is 6 books.
The halves are crazy.
So, supposedly, book 4, Nightfall, of that series is about Will Grayson, who is the cousin of Misha. In a secluded mansion in a remote, undisclosed location where the wealthy and powerful send their misbehaving sons to cool off away from prying eyes, Will Grayson has always been an animal, though. Reckless, wild, and someone who was never bound by a single rule other than to do exactly what he wanted, because he was in jail.
Love that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Devil's Night series is a dark romance series with suspenseful plots centered on a group of friends and the consequences of their pranks. And then Punk 57, a story about two pen pals who have never met, whose relationship turns complicated when they finally meet in person. Credence says a standalone novel about a young woman who goes to live with her step-uncle and his sons after her parents die, where lines between family and desire become blurred. Ugh, that sounds yucky. I don't like that. Sorry. And then Birthday Girl, a story about an unconventional romance between a woman and her boyfriend's father.
All right, Penelope. Interesting.
She slays on TikTok, though, so
She does slay on TikTok. Good for you.
good for her.
You know?
Yeah, not for us.
We might hate on this book, but we won't hate on you. All right, let's see if we can remember some high school stories since we're in high school in this book.
Yeah. I remember in high school, in 9th grade specifically, you always used to sit right behind me.
Yep, because you're RNMS.
In our 9th grade math class.
We were in Algebra 2.
Okay, so I remember that was the year the Baltimore Ravens won the Super Bowl. And our math teacher was like the biggest fan.
Yes.
And so she went on a Ravens cruise.
Yep.
When they won the Super Bowl, and she was
Yep.
gone for like a week.
She was gone. Her and her nails on the
some keyboard.
yeah,
You
crazy.
could hear her from a mile away.
A mile away. Let's see what other stories we have.
Oh my god! I also remember in
Go
9th
ahead.
grade. No, this is
Love
actually
this.
so funny. So fucking embarrassing. So in 9th grade, I'm like, okay, you go to high school, you need to like join some sports. I'm not a very sporty person, so I'm like, okay, what the fuck do I try out for? So I tried out for cheerleading, and the worst part is I got in. I got on the JV squad, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, I'm not doing that. My mom
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
okay, I have to pay like $100 for the uniform. I'm like, please don't. I'm like, I'm not doing all that. And then I tried out for girls volleyball, and I didn't get into that.
No, because our volleyball
They
team
were-
was good.
They were so good. I'm like, who do I think I am? They like sat,
They probably saw you and they were like, "We're good, Pili."
girlie, just take a seat. You're fine. Yeah, no, I didn't even make JV for
Oh
that.
my god, that's so funny.
And then there was my cousin. She tried out for like the cross country team, and so she's telling me about it, and she's like, "Oh my god, it was the worst. Like we ran so much. Obviously, it's cross country." She's less athletic than me. And so she's like, I literally threw up, and I'm like, oh my god, you're so embarrassing. And she's like, oh, if it's that easy, you try it. And I went and I threw up. I was like, oh my god, I thought I was gonna die, and I also threw up, and I'm like, cross country's not for me.
Oh my god, no, but at least you win.
Yeah, no, I
You
did.
know?
No, and
That
they
shows
made us-
character,
Thank
Pili.
you, thank you. So what were you in?
See, I was athletic, but I only played soccer in high school.
Yeah.
I do remember though, I fell down the stairs.
Oh my god, I remember that.
You remember?
Literally, I remember.
Pili was in my class. Yes. So at one point, okay, so in freshman year, I messed up my ankle real bad. I was in a cast or whatever. And then go a year, right?
10th grade.
10th grade at this point. I was so excited because it was tryouts again for the team or whatever. And I remember I was late to class and I freaking fell down the stairs. I rolled my ankles so bad and I couldn't walk.
All I remember is Carina being fucking rolled in the computer chair. And you were late as hell.
No. It was, I remember because thank God the classroom was right next to the stairwell.
Yeah.
So I remember falling like onto the where you push the door open and like me leaning into the classroom and
Send help. Can somebody come get me, please? I remember Jean rolled you.
Oh my
And I was
God.
just like, okay. She needs to go home.
Yeah, that's my one high school story. I fucked up my ankle again.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I was out for the season.
That honestly sucks.
Yeah, that sucked. I was out for the season that time.
Yeah. Also, senior year, I don't know
Senior year.
what came over me, but I'm like, you know what I'm going to take? I'm going to take calculus 2. And if there's one thing about calculus 2 in that high school, it's literally the smartest people of our grade were in that class. And then there was me. It was literally like the top 1% of our graduating class and me.
Yeah, the valedictorian, all of those people were in your class.
All of them, so smart. And I was just like, wow, you guys are intelligent.
In our high school was smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was just me.
We were just chilling there.
Yeah, no.
You were in that class, though.
But I passed it.
Hell yeah.
I went to tutoring every week, but I passed it. So something annoying after the fact, I realized, no, I was told that if I would have taken Calc 3 in college, I could have minored in mathematics. I'm like, if I just took in one more class, I could have done that.
That's crazy. Dang. They messed you up by not telling you that.
I know, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, that would have been, you'd have been like, hello, valedictorian.
I'm coming for you. Literally so ridiculous to minor math. No, I'm not going to say that. Sorry to all my mathematicians. So sorry to all my mathematicians.
No, it would have looked good with your business background.
It wouldn't have been so cool.
Yeah. I just have so much, I don't remember high school.
Neither do I.
I had trauma in high school. What am I supposed to do? Remember all that?
Yeah, of course.
So,
let's talk about our trauma in high school.
So I remember in high school, I got in trouble, right? And I got suspended. Ooh. First time ever in my life in trouble. I was like, fuck you guys, first of all, because I had never even had a detention ever. But I remember they were trying to make an example out of all of us. So I was one of the ones that got an example.
Man,
they sent us to this delinquent ass school when we got suspended. I'm telling you, we weren't allowed to bring a pencil in because it was a weapon. Yeah, I think my mom felt bad for me because she was like, "You can't even bring your phone." I was like, "No, Mom, I can't. I can't even bring a pencil." She was like,
"Where am I sending my child to?"
Really? So I don't even think I got my phone taken away for that long or anything because she felt bad that I was in this school with these random ass people. I was in this school with literal people who wouldn't have gone to jail in
juvie.
Yeah. And I made friends. I went friends with all of them. I got them on Instagram still. We weren't allowed to take our work. We literally went to the school, sat there with our fellow delinquents, and did nothing. We talked shit the whole time. I was like, what kind of suspension is this?
As delinquents do.
As delinquents do, apparently.
Were you guys playing cards and stuff? Just it's basically jail.
Basically jail. But no, I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. That was one memory I have of high school. It wasn't crazy, but...
No, I got detention once. But the thing is, when you get suspended, is that what you have to do, or you could be suspended and be at home?
No, we had to do that at that point. I also got suspended from 9 games. I didn't play 9 soccer games my senior year.
Okay, so you barely were on the soccer team. So this girl talking about how she's so athletic she is. She broke her ankle first season. Second season, sprained it. The next season, she was out for 9 games.
Yeah, actually, maybe I only played 1 season more than high school.
She was barely on the team.
That's so funny.
No, you were good. Good at soccer in high school.
Yeah. And we played after for a long time.
And the girls' soccer team was really good in high school.
Yeah.
No, something I do remember, which is actually so funny and embarrassing that it happened to me, was in senior year. There was a blood drive, and my dad's always been very into donating blood. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I went. And it was at the ROTC room. And so I went. I donated blood, and they were like, you should probably sit down for a little bit. I'm like, nah, I'm fine. Not my dumbass literally walking out, and I fainted. I fainted on the little steps towards the auditorium. I fainted, and somebody came to help me. And right as you walk into the auditorium, there's a little reception area.
Oh my God!
And there's a little couch, and they just plopped me there, and they're like, "She'll be okay. She'll come to at some point." And I really did. I was like, I woke up I woke up a few minutes later, and I'm like, okay, guys, I think I'm good now. And they're like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm really good. They gave me some orange juice, and I'm like,
I'm good this time.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, my God.
And then I walked out.
That is
so fucking embarrassing. Thank God. It was the middle of a classroom, so nobody was out there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they even found me.
No, can you imagine? Nobody found you.
Just me dead on the stairs, hello. Oh my God. No. I remember. I don't know if it was a girl or a guy. I think it was a girl and a guy, and they saw me. Literally the stairs. It wasn't stairs. It was 3 steps to get into the auditorium, and there's a railing. And I remember I was just hanging on for my dear life, I'm literally about to pass out. And they
Oh
like
my
helped me
God.
up and then they walked me into the little couch.
Oh, that's so funny.
I cannot believe that happened. Thank God. Thank God nobody was around. I would have never shown my face again. Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that happened.
That was a good one.
That's so embarrassing.
Oh, all right, let's think.
Oh, I also remember something that we did.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have the memory of a goldfish.
Yeah, no, but it's fine. Me too. But I remember in senior year, you and I did like a Thanksgiving drive
Oh,
at Publix.
I love that.
Yeah, we were there trying to get, cans and stuff for Thanksgiving drive.
That's one thing I do really like about high school. I guess also because I was in the ROTC program, so we had to volunteer, but I miss having those opportunities at my fingertips. If I wanted to do something, I could do it right away.
Yeah, that is nice.
Whereas now, if I want to volunteer, I have to go look for something to do. Literally could just research. But I like the things we did in high school were cool. Like I like the harvest drive was a fun one. Because they would just stack cans everywhere, and I would go with the shopping cart and get everything that I needed, and then that cart would be packed up and put in a car. That was fun. Yeah. We had AP Psych, and there was this really popular girl in school.
Okay.
She was in my class. I had no idea that she was the popular girl because I got her name wrong the entire year. I called her something else.
And you don't know what her name is?
I didn't know what her name was.
What did you call her?
Veronica.
There was no Veronica in our graduating class.
I had her name wrong the entire time.
Oh my gosh,
I thought there were two different people.
Karina. Jesus Christ.
Sorry out there. I don't remember your real name.
Sorry,
I only
Veronica.
remember I called you Veronica.
Sorry, Veronica. Also, speaking of AP Psych, I remember when it would be cold out, he would let us work in the courtyard. And that was so nice. Like sometimes now when I'm at work and I'm like, when it's like beautiful sunny skies, like beautiful 60 degrees, I'm like, oh man, I wish I could go work outside.
Can I just take my computer outside?
I know.
Do you have a laptop?
Yeah.
Could you?
No.
No, like it doesn't work out like that?
No, I don't think so. I feel like if they see me sat down outside, they'd be like, are you okay?
Interesting.
Why are you not in your cubicle?
You should try it one day. So we went to a party one time. And I don't know if her mom was out of town or what. And this friend is known for like doing whatever she can to go out. Like it is what it is. And her mom sent her like a message, like, let me know if you're home or something like that. So we went to the room of somebody of this party. They're just playing FIFA in the room.
Okay. As one does at a house party.
She gets on the bed.
They're probably
tucks herself in.
Tucking herself in is crazy.
Me, I'm helping her tuck herself in or whatever. And I'm like, hey guys, we got to turn off the lights for a second.
That's ridiculous.
And she takes a selfie and sends it to her mom.
And she believed her? Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. That is so tucking yourself in and hey guys, also turn the lights off real quick.
That was a good one.
That's
that was
so
funny.
That's crazy.
Oh, indoor?
So in high school, Karina would go to indoor to play soccer, right? And I don't know why she would drag me along. And I would just go watch her because I didn't play. We've mentioned it. I'm not athletic. Okay. And so I don't know why I got dragged into being the goalie. And I'm like, okay. And mind you, it's co-ed. There's boys and girls. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm the goalie. And all of a sudden, I guess it's this guy forgets that there's a girl in goalie. And he kicks the shit out of this ball. And I saved it. But I'm telling you, my wrist bent all the way back. And I thought I broke it. And I was fine. But I remember that vividly. That I was just like, oh my God, this is the worst pain I've ever been in.
I don't know if you remember this one. So I had just gotten a new car too. And we had like a senior parking lot.
Yeah.
And I parked in the senior parking lot, like at the end of the back. And I guess I was parking in somebody's spot. And I remember seeing on Twitter, my car was posted with this girl's truck right next to me. Like literally the picture is like her car and my car like this, like our mirrors about to be touching. And I don't know what the post said, but I was like, what is this? I was like, okay, this is some high school bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And I replied to the tweet. I was like, you could have just told me to move my car.
Literally. Can we be any more childish?
You know, like, and she ended up being on the soccer team.
You know who she was?
Yes. And she didn't know it was my car.
And so what did she say?
I think we were just like, okay, I'll move it after school or something like that. And I was like, I'm not moving my car. Like, you have to move your car and get it because I'm not going to hit your car because you parked next to me like an asshole.
That would be something I would do.
Literally.
Honestly, I'd hit a car.
And I remember some of the boys being there, and they thought I was gonna hit this girl. I'm like, "No, I just want my car nice. Like, I'm not gonna hit her car. I'm not gonna fight either. You guys are crazy."
Crazy.
And one of the boys was like, "I didn't know it was your car. I helped her." I was like, "Guys, can we just move it, get this over with, and we'll be done?"
Ooh, so that was your drama.
That was my high school drama. Punk
Damn.
57 over here.
Yes.
That
I feel
happened.
like in the book they would have hit her car.
So that was some stuff from our high school experience.
Yeah, that's funny.
Um, Happy that it wasn't like Punk 57.
Jesus,
Thank
no.
God. All right, we'll meet you guys back here.
Mhm.
Read responsibly.
Or don't.